I reserve.
Gentleman reserves. General Lady from Connecticut is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I yield 1.5 minutes to the gentlewoman from California, the chairwoman of the Appropriations Subcommittee on State and Foreign Operations, Ms. Lee.
General Lady from California is recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Let me first thank our chair, Congresswoman Chairwoman DeLauro, for yielding and for your tremendous leadership throughout this overall process. Because I tell you, this continuing resolution, it really should not be necessary. We've had ample time under the previous CR to complete bicameral, bipartisan negotiations to complete our full year funding responsibilities. But not all parties have agreed to even come to the table. But Democrats are determined to keep our government open. So I urge everyone to support this continuing resolution. There are immense needs, though, and challenges outside of our borders. We must complete our work on a full-year appropriations bill that provides the much-needed investments in diplomacy and development to meet those challenges. For far too long, we have had an imbalance between defense diplomacy and development. And so I'm very proud that the House passed State and Foreign Operations Bill increasing funding for global health and pandemic response efforts, humanitarian assistance, and our commitment to key allies and partners. We must provide our international agencies the resources they need to defeat the global COVID-19 pandemic and ensure that we are taking the proper steps to protect ourselves in the future. The House bill also has a tripling of environmental funding from the prior year, which are critical investments to address climate change and accelerate the process and the progress in adaptation of clean energy. Our bill prioritizes the protection and advancement of women, including for family planning, which has not received an increase in funding in over a decade. Now, these investments, along with other important investments, may I have an additional 30 seconds, Madam Chair?
I yield an additional 30 seconds to the gentleman.
General Lady has 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. These investments, along with other important investments in housing, jobs, and community investment, are on hold until we complete our work for fiscal year 22 appropriations bills. So we must not shrink from our global responsibilities, but instead work to pass our budget and omnibus bill as soon as possible. Lives and livelihoods depend on this. But thank you again, Chairwoman DeLauro, for making sure that we do keep the government open.
General Lady from Connecticut reserves. Gentleman from California is recognized.
I reserve.
Gentleman continues to reserve. General Lady from Connecticut is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I yield 1.5 minutes to the gentlewoman from Minnesota, the chair of the Appropriations Subcommittee on Defense.